As rumored, Ed Sheeran has left Warner Music after 15 years and 8 full-length albums, the singer announced via a statement to fans in his newsletter. The news was confirmed by the company in a statement to the UK publication Music Week. "This isn't a disgruntled artist leaves record label type situation," Sheeran wrote in the message, which appears in full below. "This is a boy who started as a teenager on the company with different priorities, to the father of 2 man who exists now, who feels like he needs a shift and change in the way he does things professionally." With an estimated 200 million albums sold since his 2011 debut, Plus, and one of the most streamed songs in history with Shape of You, which has accumulated nearly 5 billion streams on Spotify alone, Sheeran is one of the world's top recording artists and by most measures the biggest artist on the Warner roster. His 2017 album, Divide. Sheeran's albums frequently have symbols for titles, is one of the most commercially popular releases of the streaming era, with nearly 40 million album equivalent units. However, his more recent releases have been significantly less commercially successful, although he continues to perform to stadium-sized audiences worldwide on tour. In the US, he has had 4 No. 1 albums, but his most recent full-length, 2025's Play, peaked at No. 5. Sheeran was signed to the Warner subsidiary Asylum Records in the UK, with his albums being released through Warner's Atlantic label in the US. While his earlier albums are owned by Warner, the rights to his more recent releases are held by his own Gingerbread Man label and licensed to Warner. Sheeran's Warner catalog will remain with the company in a continued partnership, as noted in the statement from Warner, which appears in full below, while the licensed releases are part of what sources describe as a long-term distribution deal. Many of the executives with whom Sheeran worked closely have left the company, including former Warner Recorded Music chief Max Lusada and former Atlantic Music Group CEO Julie Greenwald, who recently announced the launch of their 26.2 record label through Sony Music. Contacted by Variety, a representative for Universal Music Group did not immediately confirm rumors that Sheeran has struck a deal with the company. Sheeran's statement follows below in full. "I met Ed Howard from Asylum Records at a show in Notting Hill when I was 18 and I ended up crashing at his and his now wife's house. Whilst there I played him a bunch of music, and just chatted about life and what I wanted to do. I honestly didn't know at the time he worked at a record label, I thought he was just someone cool who was letting me crash on his sofa. But the next day I found out who he was, and we started chatting. He came to so many of those small gigs, with Ben Cook who ran Asylum at the time. All the tiny pub gigs no one came to, they came to. So when Number 5 Collaborations, Sheeran's independently released debut EP, came out, and I was offered a deal, I signed instantly. I love those guys so much. Over the last 15 years, I've put out so much music and had so much success with that company. We've built something amazing together and enjoyed such life-changing stuff happening to us. My life is hugely different now to what it was when I was a teenager, and I've been feeling in my gut for a long time that a lot of things in my professional life need to change. I am, underneath it all, a singer-songwriter who plays pub gigs. And I've sort of morphed into this pop star who plays stadiums over 15 years. It's a super amazing thing to have happened, but also a lot to get your head around. I decided to leave Asylum, Warner last month. I leave the company with so much love and gratitude for everything we have achieved together. This isn't a disgruntled artist leaves record label type situation. This is a boy who started as a teenager on the company with different priorities, to the father of 2 man who exists now, who feels like he needs a shift and change in the way he does things professionally. I love Ed Howard forever, I love Asylum forever, and the door is always open for the future. Thank you everyone across Warner worldwide who has worked on my projects over the last 15 years, it's been an incredible journey. Excited to see where the next 15 years takes me. Loads of love to everyone X." In a statement, Ed Howard said, "From the sofa surfing teenager I met in 2009 to the global music icon he is today, Ed has spent the last 15 years showing the world what happens when unmatched talent meets unwavering integrity. Being able to play a part in his extraordinary musical journey has been a privilege, and I've learned so much from him. Beyond the music, the example he sets as a mentor to other artists, a champion for education, a father, a friend, and simply as a human being is truly special. I feel incredibly grateful to have him in my life. Big love, brother. On behalf of the wonderful Warner Music teams around the world that championed him over the years, I know we all stand squarely in his corner as Ed steps into his next chapter. In a collective statement, Warner Music said, "Warner Music Group is proud to have supported Ed through his discovery and remarkable rise over the past 15 years and grateful for his continued partnership. As we steward his iconic catalog into the future, we'll ensure that his music will touch hearts and move feet around the world for generations to come." Everyone in the Warner Music family wishes Ed the very best as he embarks on the next chapter of his extraordinary artistic journey.